Well, hopefully we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Let's get cracking. We're looking good. Always looking good. Hello, welcome to my Facebook Live on a Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. This is where you'll find me. Come on in and say hello, hello. So we're just gonna get that all sorted. Grab the phone. How's your day been? Oh my gosh, there has been some horrendous, and I mean horrendous, weather around the country. If you are in Canterbury or anywhere around there, please take care. Holy moly, the weather is just nuts. And I mean that, and it is nuts. I'm just going to turn that off there, and then we will, woohoo, I've just seen Akaroa, Lake Ferry, Cape Palliser. They're all cut off. Holy moly. Come on in, everyone, and say hello to what we're up to. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Fiona, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Southland, New Zealand. And I just come in here on a Tuesday night, show you something fun. You give it a crack, and then we give away a prize for everybody that had a go. We've got Leonie out there. Elaine, how are you? Jan, how are you? Oh, we're on the countdown, Jan. We are on the countdown. Leonie Hicks is out there as well. I've got your prize here too, chick. I need to get that in the mail. Been a bit slack with the old prizes lately. Oh, you know, you get to the post shop and you're, you forget to get the bag, you forget to get the stamp. Hey, Michael, how's your day been? Look, it's been a pretty good day today here in Southland. What do we got? State of emergency, says Leonie. I did see it was horrendous. That is nuts. Megan, I cannot wait. Look, what did Megan say? I just missed that. Hang on, where'd it go? Look at me getting the time correct. Go, Megan. Hey, Sue P, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're safe. Hope you're dry. Look, the weather hasn't hit Southland yet, and hopefully it doesn't. I've got my fingers and toes crossed that it all pitters out before it hits the bottom of the South Island. Joycelyn, how are you? How did you get on in fielding? Hopefully the weather in Levin with Gayleen. I did see on the news it looked pretty heinous up that end of the country. Anita, how are you, darling? Rightio, so I am going to flick the camera over and we're going to get straight into it. It's a fun wee technique tonight. I'm just going to find this button here. We're going to flop it over to my desk. So I've got my desk all set up here. Hopefully the light is okie dokie. There is a bit of a shadow coming in, but yeah, you'll get used to that. We'll put that light on as well. That might make it. If it's too bright, let me know. I can dull it down a bit. Pretty windy, says Joycelyn. Hey, Nikki Jo, how are you, darling? Beck is busy trying to get everything done. Poor girl. I know what it's like, Beck. I've started to think, I had plenty of time. Now I don't. So this is a fun technique where we need to get a piece of cardstock and we're going to create an image on here. Now, it doesn't matter what the image is. If I use a darker piece of paper behind it, that might help, eh? I had a... Hang on. Hold your underpants, folks. Where did I put that? Down here. I've just got a little bit of a backer. That might help you see it a bit better. If that's too bright, let me know. Hey, Sandra P. Elizabeth Glassy, how are you? So, look, I've got a few stamps here that I quite like. This is out of a kit. I'm not 100% sure what I want to use. I've actually got something really old-fashioned. Who remembers purchasing stamps like this? We used to get a wooden block and we used to have to mount the stamps onto our wooden block, and those that were anal would varnish all their wooden blocks before they did it. No, I couldn't be bothered with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp a whole bunch of stars on here. Grab my ink. I'm going to colour them in, so I'm going to grab an ink pad. Just a weeny bit bright. Yeah, I thought it might be. How about we do this? Hang on. If I go... Try that, eh? See how that is. Is that a bit better? Let me know what you think. I can always dull that one down too. But anywho, that's better, says Felicity. Right. So I'm going to just stamp some random stuff. So what you want to do, I tried this technique with DSP. It didn't really work. You want to create your own pattern and colour it in on cardstock. I might even cut this down, okay? Because what I start out with a full size layer, and then I might chop it down later on. So don't worry about measurements at the moment, okay? And then we're just going to quickly colour this in randomly. So I'm just going to use my blends. You guys fan of blends? Are they something you enjoy using? Do let me know in the comments. So what we do once we colour this all in, we're actually going to chop it into pieces. It's a fun technique, no idea what it's called. I did not invent it. It's something I did years and years ago. Whenever I'm stuck for an idea for Tuesday Tech Talk, I go back to what I did many moons ago. Because new people are crafting all the time, and some of us oldies, we forget what we did all those years ago, didn't we? Well, I know, my memory's fairly shot at the best of times. So then I'm just going to create my own thing. Love the blends, says Gayleen. Me too, I'm addicted to them. Jacinta, watching on my phone, got no power. What's happened to your power? Canberra, Anne from Canberra, how are you? I hope everything is well over there, Jacinta. You got a storm, is it? Anita loves her blends as well. I'm a fan. I have two lots. I have a big container here that is for classes, and they get a little bit munted, but that's okay. That's what class is about. It's about learning how to use tools. And then I have what I call my private stash. My private stash for my own personal projects. But you know, because you guys all craft for yourself, your stash is your stash. Unless you do classes like me, you're going to need 2 sets. Right, so we're just going to colour this in. Tell me, certainly a process. Yes. What's this colour here? As you can see, some of the ends of my blends are munted. But that's okay. You just use it. So what I do is I colour in the main part, and then I'll flip it around, and I'll just use the bullet point just to get into those tiny corners. Okay. Do you like colouring in, folks, or are you a people that you like something that's just stamped and done? Oh, crikey, went over the lines there. Don't go over the lines, Fiona. I should have done this earlier, but I sort of wanted to show you the whole process, otherwise it sort of doesn't relate, if that makes sense. Plus we can just chat away. Oh, did you see the news? Free shipping starts tomorrow. And lots of people go, oh, dang it, I just placed an order. I'll tell you a wee trick. I never place an order on a Sunday or a Monday. Okay, so Sundays and Mondays, I never ever place an order on a Sunday or Monday because they announce things on Tuesdays. So if I don't hear anything on a Tuesday, then I place my order on a Tuesday. So if that's a handy tip that could help you moving forward. But there you go. I try not to place any orders until a Tuesday, because then that's when we find out the news. And then... and of course, if you've placed an order on Saturday, well, that's just tough titty, because I like to think, well, no, Saturdays. But if I was to have placed an order on a Sunday or a Monday, I'm going to sneeze, hang on a mo. Hey, they always come in twos, don't they? Sneezes. I suppose I've got my head in there. You don't want to see my grey hairs, do you? So, anyway, so what we're creating is a thing. I don't even know if I'm going to... And I've got samples to show you, so although you have to put up with me colouring in this one, you'll see my other samples. You'll kind of get the gist of what I'm talking about. This is rough as guts, this one, isn't it? Alright, but it gives you guys a chance. Oh, thank you, Megan. Prefer colouring rather than fussy cutting. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Anne Alderton, that's my family name. I've been colouring like a mad woman for your swaps. Oh, That's one thing I won't do, Megan, is colouring on swaps. I'm like, oh no, that would just do my head in. Right, we'll finish up these last two little stars. You could have coloured all the stars in the same colour. It wouldn't have mattered. Right, and then we need to think of... Oh, it's only one star. Don't know what I'm talking about. So then I need to think about how I want to chop this up. So I'm going to bring in the best trimmer in the world. You know I say that every week. Yes, thank you for that. Oh, Arlene, is it just me or are there others getting a bit of squeal? Oh, is there a bit of squeal? I'm probably screeching. Maybe if I didn't screech. I think I can do the audio. Actually, now that you say that, I can hear something as well. What if I turn that down a bit? Let me know if that's any better. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this. What am I going to do? Let's go 9 centimetres. Okay, 9 centimetres. 13 point whatever that is. Okay, yeah, now that you say that, I do hear a funny wee squealy noise. I probably need to, I've turned that off, but I can hear it. I can hear something around the back of my laptop there. Oh, hang on. If I turn that off, fixed it. It's that bloody overhead light. It is terrible. I've turned that overhead light off and I think it's going to be honky-dory. Okay, so I've cut this down a little bit. Now I'm going to cut it into strips. Now the strip size, it doesn't matter. It's personal choice. I'm going to go, because this is now 13 and a half centimetres roughly. Oh, I don't know, let's go 2 centimetres. I'm going to go 2 centimetres along. Of course, you're going to end up with a short bit. That won't matter. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's that stupid overhead light Beck from Stampin' Up. That round one we got. Turn it on, and for some reason, I could hear it, eh? And I was like, nah, that doesn't sound cool. As soon as I've turned it off, it stopped. I've been tempted to throw that light in the bin more than once, so I think that might be a sign. Right, I'm going to cut that down like that. So there we go. I've ended up with a little bit there. I'm just going to chuck that away. I don't need that. So I've got all these nice 2 cent. Keep it in order, okay? Now we're going to bring in a nice piece of cardstock. What size is this? I'll just measure this for a sec. What do we got there? 9.5, which I think I cut that to 9.5. No, I didn't. Oh, that'll work perfectly. So this is the technique. It's pretty boring, but I have had a lot of fun with it. Oh, okay, so you can hardly hear me. I need to turn those back up again. Turn those back up. There. Hopefully I'm louder now. Right. So I'm going to get me glue. Oh. Don't you love technical stuff? Yes, like a hole in the head. Yes, makes sense. It did it last week to you. Yeah. Yeah, I did think that light was a bit crap. Right, so I'm going to glue this. I'm going to stick that down there. So this one gets glued down flat like that. So, then you're going to grab a sheet of dimensionals. The next one goes up on dimensionals. Super easy technique. I have not made this difficult. I am so impressed with the amount of entries we are getting for the Tuesday Tech Talk. And I hope this one inspires you to have a go, because when you see my other samples you'll go, oh, that's pretty cool. So make sure you, that was the wrong way. Make sure you put it all back together. Okay, so you just, now you're not going to see it on camera, but one is up and one is down, and you just carry on doing that, okay? Yeah, it probably sounds rather boring, but trust me, it is a super awesome technique. Okay, so we're going to go up and down, up and down. Then get this one, some dimensionals. Me either very hard to hear, and the glow is not very good. What glow? I turned it off now. Oh, do you mean this one? Is that better? I think I need to go back with Beck and reset my settings on my camera, because I did actually play with them, and it wasn't very good. I'm going to try. Is that... oh, that's worse, isn't it? How's that? What about that one? Oh, that might be a bit better. I'm just playing now. I shouldn't do that. Apply. Let's see what that looks like. Okey-dokey. Yay, Felicity! I'm so glad I can hear you. Yeah, I did turn that up, so that's good. Okay, so now that one's up on dimensionals. That's going to go there. And then we get the next one and we glue it down. Super easy technique, super effective when you see it in person. I will have to agree, on camera, doesn't look so good. But trust me, when you make this at home, it's going to look bloody awesome. Okay? Yeah, I did turn that down. I'm sorry about that. I thought I was being smarty pants. Excellent. It's just a case of fluffing around with the technology, isn't it? So that one's going to go up there. Okay, so I'm going to be really cheaty and just put a wee sentiment there. I got one here. You don't have to. You can put the sentiment anywhere, but I just happen to have a gap there now. So why not stick a sentiment there? Okay? And truly, that is the technique. Now, this is the most basic that you can get. So I'm going to try and hold it. Can the camera show you kind of how cool that looks? Up and down, up and down. I know it's going to be hard, but trust me, when you do this at home, you'll be like, yeah, that looks cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bit of black on this. Is that going to fit? Yeah, I'll make it fit. I will make it fit. That was just a scrap I grabbed out of my bin there. Because, you know, now that I'm have been persuaded by the Beck House of Crafts Amazing Beck haul, I now keep scraps. I know, heaven forbid, who would have thought I would ever keep scraps? But anyway, I now keep scraps. So that worked out perfect, didn't it? So then I have this, and then I just grab a card front. Oh look, here's one I prepared earlier. Look at that, super simple, super sexy. So obviously this is a portrait style one. I'm going to glue that on there. You could add a bow, you could add all sorts. It is cool. Okay, so this is fairly simple. Okay, so this is a fairly simple one that I'm showing you, but I'm just going to chuck this back in here so I don't lose it. I do love this little Christmas set. What was it called? Christmas Classic. Love it. A tree, a star, and a bauble. But of course, it doesn't have to be a Christmas. You know, with stars, you could be. This is birthday. Thinking of you today. So I'm going to show you some samples. So here's another one. Thinking of you today. I have used the cone flower. Now I cut the strip 2 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 1. Oh, that no, 2 and 1. 2.5 and 1, 2.5 and 1, 2.5 and 1, 2.5. Because I ended up with a little strip. But can you see? Oh, I'm just trying to show you. Can you see the effect it has? When you make them at home, you're going to be like, oh, this is cool. Trust me. And then, if you come to my... oh, hang on, I've got another one here. This is Gallery of Blooms. So by popping it on the black really pops through the gaps. So if you're using black, that works really well. So that's that one there. But as you can see, it's flat up, flat up, flat up. Make sense? Now this is, if you come to my class in Invercargill on Thursday or in Mataura on Friday, you can make this one on my buffet. So this is with Very Vanilla. And then we've just done some stamping and colouring in. A little bit of thread, and it's a wee thanks card. What do you reckon? So that's how simple this technique is. I haven't tried it with DSP. Do you think we've got a couple of seconds? Should we try it with DSP and see if it works? I'll find a scrap piece of DSP. Hang on. And what have I got? Look, here we go. Here's a scrap bit of DSP. We'll cut it small so that we don't have to deal with it too long. We'll go 8 centimeters. 1, 2.5. There we go. So I've got a nice little piece here, and let's cut it every. What have we got there? Oh, I don't know. Every centimetre and a half, eh? Every 1.5 centimetres. Now, being DSP, you're just going to have to make sure you keep it in order, because it would be a little bit tricky if you got it mixed up, especially with a pattern like this. Don't give yourself the stress. Oh, that's a bloody pain, isn't it? Move that out of the way. And then this one, 1.5. Trying to keep up the comments. Oh, thank you, Beck. It is super cool. Yes, like shutters. Just like shutters. Oh, yeah, now we're thinking. Oh, look at that. 1.5 worked perfectly. Okay, so then I'll show you how easy it looks on the black. So we'll grab another scrap bit of black and we'll just do this. So this is, we'll glue this out. So we're going to glue the first one down. We'll just chuck it on our black. I'll trim this up later, so don't worry about it being bigger. And then you get your dimensionals. Now just make sure you keep it in the same direction. Okay, obviously it does use up some dimensionals, but oh well, buy some more. The more you buy from Stampin' Up, the more money you get to spend, I say. The more I buy, the more Stampin' Rewards I get. So see, now this one's going to be glued flat. So this is, this is the first time I've tried this with DSP, so you can tell me whether you think it's a yay or a nay. Is Arlene Nix watching? If you're out there, Arlene. Thank you for your message, Arlene. Earlier, 100% turnaround, so thank you very much for checking in. You are a gem. I had a bad day the other day, and she reached out again, which was great, and yeah, doing much better. Right. Look at that. See, it's coming together. What do you reckon? Do you reckon the DSP works? Hey, Gigi, how are you? Leslie, how are you, my darling? Hope you're well. Hope the weather hasn't been too bad up in your end of the country, in the old sunny Hawke's Bay, as they say. So I'm just going to keep this the right way. I do not want to get it mixed up. So, and then we're going to give away a prize. We've got, how many? We've got 7 minutes. Excellent. Thanks, Arlene. Awesome. Yes, thank you. 100%. Just took a little bit of time, I think. And I ate a few different things I probably should have. Right, I'm going to glue that on there. Do you guys, any of you ladies in menopause, do you guys get like that? A little bit teary some days for no bloody reason, so you start questioning your sanity? I tell you, I had 2 days of it. I was like, what is going on? But today, fantastic. Awesome. 100% back to normal. I don't know. Sometimes I think us ladies got the raw end of the stick. But then again, I wouldn't like to have a prostate exam, so... but then again, it's got to be better than a smear test, doesn't it? Oh, how did we get onto this subject, Fiona? So then I'm just going to trim this up and cut that little bit there off. Look at that. So would you put that... Oh, needs to be a little bit more off there. I didn't quite take enough. I wonder if I can... This trimmer is so good, it gets that extra bit off. Well, not if you have a crusty old blade, it doesn't. There we go. Right, so then you could just basically now mount this straight onto a card like that. Oh, that's rather sexy, isn't it? Oh, and oh, what about a bit of ribbon around there? Hang on, folks. Hang on. You know me, I love ribbon. I can't help myself. There is just something about ribbon. It's soft. It's tactile. Is that the word? Tactile? Oh, Jan, good. I'm glad I'm not the only bloody one. Oh, good. Linda too. I know. It was the first time it's happened. And I was just, and Bart's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Which is ever so helpful, you know, when they're trying to be helpful. And you're like, I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you. So he got his little head chewed off. But anywho, I am feeling 100% awesome today. I had a fantastic night out last night. I think that's what flipped the switch at my floral art. And I have been listening to some pretty motivational stuff all day today. Right, this is going to go on here. Oh, I'm loving this. This is just super cool. So I've just put my bit of thing there, and all I'm going to do now, ribbons are changed from fluff. I know. I did put fluff on that one though. Okay, so that's just going to go in there, and I'm not even going to tie a bow. I'm just going to tie a knot. Okay, I'm just going to pull that nicely. Grab your good long bladed scissors. Thank you, Michael, because these are the best scissors for cutting your ribbon. And how simple is that? And then we just pop a sentiment on. We might as well do the same sentiment. Thinking of you today. Because, I mean, that could be anything. Could be wedding. Could be get well. Could be birthday. It could even be sympathy. Because, you know, you're thinking of people when they're not having a, you know. So use those long bladed scissors again for cutting your sentiment. And then I need some skinny strip. Hang on, just grab a piece of skinny strip that goes on there. Where should we stick this? I think we might just pop it. Oh shoot, come here you. Pop that. I like to put it off the page like that. I think that's quite cute. Might just go right up the top though, under that bow. So there you go. That is the task. I would like you to have a go at cutting strips, and then some strips go up and some strips go down. And I think on the back of a different colour, you know, I could have even put this on the back of the Petal Pink cardstock, to be honest. So if you come to class, you could make this one. And just try and turn it. And if you still have some old stars, you can make that one. And then this is the cone flower bundle. It is still available. We have been using that a bit in class. You won't see it, but I've actually put Winker Stella on the strips that are poking up. I don't think you'll be able to see that. Oh, you might be able to just see a bit of shimmer there. Can you just see that shimmer? And then this one here is Gallery of Blooms. So there you go. That's that. Let's flip you over and see what you think. Hello. Hey, Yvonne, are you coming to on stage? I hope so. Oh, hopefully we'll catch up with you there. Yvonne used to live in Taranaki, and her son and used to come to the zoo, and God, we had a few parties, didn't we, Yvonne? We had some good times. The good old days, as they call it. Right, I'm just going to chuck that in there, and I'm going to turn you over when I find my mouse. Here it is. Where are we? I'm back. So there you go. Oh, thank you. I hope you like this technique. What stamp is the sentiment from? It's out of a kit. So I keep all the stamp sets that come in the kits, and I just have a big container. And it was, I think it was the one. Hang on there. Hang on. We had a kit with a picket fence. There was a kit with a picket fence, and it's the one I used with, and it had a gate. And so the thinking of you today was in that kit. I love keeping these stamp sets from kits. So that's all good. I did have great plans of making multiple cards tonight, but we ran out of time. Anywho, but as you can see, you can use DSP, but I personally think it looks better with a single image. But then, I don't know. They're all pretty cool. Oh, Barbara got involved in something else. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, that's right. You're going to Ireland in June. Yes, no, you're going to have a great time in Ireland. But we're going to miss you at On Stage. But we'll send heaps of pictures so you know that what we're up to. They were definitely good days, that's for sure. Right, now we're going to get the iPad and we're going to give away a prize. We're bang on 8 o'clock, so that's not bad. Okay, here we go. So, last Tuesday we did that funny little fold where you glue down the edge of the card and then you make a box and then you put a flap on it. Where have I got? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So we glued the opening of the card. So there's the fold. We glued the opening and we made a wee tubey, you know. So this was last Tuesday's challenge. And it folds flat to go in an envelope. So, and then you've got your bit on the back to write the message. So 26 of you had a go at it. Yeehaw! Evelyn, Jill, oh actually, hang on, there was more than that. I've got 27 because I put 2 names on the one thing. Evelyn, Jill, Jacinta, Anne F, Glennis, Leonie D, Anne G, Marilyn B, Anita, Barbara, Carol, Melissa, Ollie, Jude, Marilyn C, Deirdre, Lynn J, Jan and Joy, Michael, Leonie H, Sandra C, Elizabeth Raywin, Lynn C, Linda and Christine P. So there you go. We had 27 entries. Now's the time to cross your fingers, cross your toes, rub your lucky knickers. Are we ready? And this is where I always get muddled up. Here we go. Oh, right. Oh, I know. It's a bit blurry. Come on, focus. If I just slide that down. My fingers aren't long enough. There we go. Got it. There we go. We got it. So I hope you're feeling lucky tonight. Good luck, everybody. You know I would give everyone a prize if I could. Tonight's winner chicken dinner. Glennis Jones from Gore. Glennis comes to my classes on Friday. She has gone from absolute beginner to really good scrapbooker. Her scrapbooking pages are fantastic and she has just progressed so much. She's become a demonstrator. She's just a bloody good lady all round, I must say. And I'll tell you what, if she's watching, tell your hubby, or no, your partner, he made fruit and marshmallow skewers a couple of weeks ago. Quite liked those. So it was a skewer and it had like a marshmallow and it had strawberries and grapes. Oh, mwah. So yeah, anyway, well done, Glennis. What are we going to give you, Glennis? Now, oh, actually, Glennis is a scrapbooker, so let's give her some paper. Da-da-dee, what have I got? My stash. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Let's have a look. Glennis, what have we got for you? Let's have a look. Hang on, just bear with me. I've got a brand new pack here somewhere of something. Here it is. Oh, actually, Glennis loves shiny shit. So this is really cool, this pack. I've actually been using it today. I'll show you what's in it. Oh, hang on. Oh, fell off. So there's this paper. It's very shiny. Come this way, very shiny. So we're going to make a card with that, and then you get this paper here, which is also shiny. So you get 2 sheets of that, and then you get 2 sheets of this pink. Look how shiny it is. So Glennis will love that. She likes shiny stuff. So well done, Glennis. Poke that back in there. I hate the bags that these things come in. There's a sticky strip on it and it gets stuck on the paper. It does my head in. But anyway, this is for Glennis. I'll put her name on it when I find my pen. Here it is. Are there any questions before I go? Like I say, I will have class on Friday and we're going to be in Invercargill on Thursday. So come and see us in Invercargill. I'm just keeping up with... Yes, congratulations, Glennis. Yeah, Glennis. She's just a legend. She's really come a long, long way. Those that come on a Friday, they will tell you how much Glennis has progressed. She's really done so well. I'm just checking. Any comments I'm trying to see? Especially the night you blew up the speaker. We had a party at the zoo and I blew the speaker up. I got a little bit carried away with the music, didn't I? It was a good night. Just watching your son on TV. Yes, so for those that don't know, Glenys Jones, her son is Hayden Jones off the TV. You would have seen him on the news. He does Good Sorts. He does Fair Go when we had it. So, yeah. And now he's on a show called Kiwi Search. So, there you go. What else have I got to tell you? I think that's about it. All right, then. 5 minutes overdue. Have a go. So tomorrow I will make a post with these up on the interwebby, and then you guys can have a go, and you might win a prize like Glenys next Tuesday. Friday there will be a sketch challenge, and then we'll get together again on open the plastic down the side. Why didn't I think of that? Then it won't stick to the paper. So with the yes, I've been a bit naughty with the bling. I've been taking it out and putting it in like Glad Ziploc bags, because I just don't like cellophane. But I like that idea. Cut it down the side. I'll have to do that. Thank you, Evelyn. That is why we are such a great bunch around here. We always have answers within the group. I'm just seeing if there was anything else. Nope, that's it. All right, lovelies, thank you for joining me. It's been a hoot, and I hope you get inspired to go and create something. This technique would also work on a scrapbook layout with a photo. So you could cut your photo into strips and have up and down, up and down, up and down. So go and have a go at that, or just chop the flap off. Yeah, I know. I need to go and work on that. All right, everybody, take care, and I'll see you Sunday night. Bye-bye.